Hi, I'm Ben from FIXITGEARWARE-SECURITY. Today we are publishing the video content on what you need to know and what is expected of you in your journey to the career cybersecurity in the year 2024. This video content shed light on every level of the profession, right from your emotional well-being down to what is expected in cybersecurity on various professional levels, right from the junior level down to the professional position. So without much, shall we begin? First, we are going to be discussing about your emotional guide for both beginners and experts alike. On the list here, always adapt a healthy mindset. The cybersecurity profession should be considered as a long-term goal or dream to be achieved. So don't get into cybersecurity to think you can achieve a project that took over a decade for other professionals to get to where they are in just few months. Always have an open mindset that if you really want to appreciate this career path, you have to ensure that you're patient enough and see this profession as something that you're very, very passionate about. Next on the list is avoid situations that lead to burnout and exhaustion. Pushing to break limits are okay, overworking aren't. This leads to aggressiveness and intolerance. So you don't want to be that one colleague or business partner that is always angry, or because they are always in a state of burnout due to not having some emotional balance with their work and their personal life. You also don't want to find yourself in the situations where people are always avoiding you because you're always aggressive and you're always someone that they cannot interact with. Burnout has always been found out to be a factor that relates and that results to a lot of people being exhausted and tired. Next on the list, create a good hobbies that are getaways for you once you sense mental exhaustion. So work is very important and it's very vital for you to be passionate about your career and your job, but always have something outside work that you do personally. This will also be a form of personal therapy. Whenever you feel like you're depressed or you think somehow you're not emotionally stable for the day to carry out your various events. It could be from badminton, basketballing, or even watching YouTube shorts. These are a common list of hobbies people find interesting in our day-to-day life. You should always have something like that, something of such to always keep yourself busy whenever you're exhausted. Have and read at least one non-IT related books a month to sharpen your imaginations and boost your mental health and productivity. So as we know, books and fictional characters are always written from imaginations. This can also help you to have this mindset of creating things out of nothing. When your imaginations are boosted and they are quite on a very high level, you tend to reason something differently from what is normally seen or what is commonly done. You want to have at least that one book that you can always read. It mustn't be just one, but at least once a month, just pick something different that is non-IT related. This can also help you in your human interaction and social life as well. Next on the list is about your meal and drinking healthy. Stay hydrated and eat healthy. Productivity is always maximized when you eat healthy, and one who takes care of his/her meal takes care of his or her health. So you don't want to be someone who is sick or always found sick because you don't want to be someone sick or not to always be sick, which is based on the factors of the meals and the food you eat. Eat healthy. It's always good to always eat healthy. It also keeps you away from the doctor, not just about sustaining a good health and immune system, but also ensuring that you do not have financial losses as a result of visiting healthcare clinics and facilities all the time. Foods such as fruits are advised to be eaten. You can eat berries, you can eat watermelons, you can eat oranges, but they should be on a minimal level as these fruits are known to contain sugar on high percentage. Water is also important. Stay hydrated always because 70% of our body comprises of water, and you also don't want to be dehydrated so you don't collapse while at the place of your work. Stay away from less oily foods and intolerant meals and junks. These foods are to be eliminated from the list of meals you eat. Studies and statistics have shown that intolerant meals that are not good for your health can result to irregular bowels, which might result to constipation and other forms of unhealthy well-being. Indulging is good once a while, but excessive indulgence should be avoided, especially when it comes to alcoholic drinks related type of indulgence. So you don't want to be drunk that you miss an important meeting or schedule with the board of directors. Although glucose is essential as the brain does require it for mental energy, however, minimum intakes are advised. As we get older, our metabolisms are slowed down and you want to avoid diabetes at all costs. So sugar has been one of the important nutrients of our body requirements, but also excessive intake of sugar has known to spike your insulin levels. And this can result to health-related issues such as diabetes. Although diabetes most times is hereditary, but eating a lot of sugar without proper decomposition as a result of lower exercises and metabolism can result to diabetes. So stay away from much sugars. Take a little bit, as much as your brain can consume. Do not resort to everything sweet always. Integrating fitness into your plans. It is important that you integrate fitness. Create and have a properly defined fitness plan. It could be going for a brisk walk, 10 to 15 minute sprint, or running 2 to 3 kilometers daily. So the exercise also helps in boosting your immune system and also keep your body fit. Fitness does boost productivity, keeps your immune system excited and active. Not just about keeping your body fit. When you're healthy and when you exercise regularly, your immune systems are also strong enough to fight foreign bodies whenever they attack your vital organs. At least once a week, go to a regular gym. Mustn't be an expensive one, just something that you can lift a few metals. This aids in building mental muscles and self-will. So studies have also shown that lifting heavy equipment can always help you to have a long-term muscle strength. What it implies that even though the devices or the equipment you're lifting are very heavy, you're pushing your body beyond its limits to ensure that they lift them. This will also give you a long-term patience when you encounter problems because you have the ability, based on your experience lifting heavy objects, to withstand the pressure in your place of work or in your business plan. Next is proper time management. The cybersecurity profession requires a good and proper time management. Truth remains is that every day of our lives, we have a lot of things to do. But when we do not properly plan these events, they can affect our lives in a very negative way. Because now you go around doing a lot of things that is not properly organized and streamlined. And at the end of the day, you cannot be able to track whatever success you have achieved for the day. So for the day, set goals, set plans, and make sure they are properly organized. This also helps you to track your progress and your future prospects. Get your tasks properly organized and efficiently. Go through the day, meeting up your daily goals. Spend less time on InfoSec social media. Focus on what matters and avoid information flooding or too many information consumption. So, as we know, the cybersecurity sec community is one big family, and every day a lot of information are being churned out on social media platforms. This might be right from vulnerabilities discovered down to exploits, codes, or even proof of concept codes or bug bounty tips. So you want to ensure that whenever you're on the InfoSec community, you are only sticking to what you went there to search for. You don't want to be in a situation where you're down the rabbit hole because you move from one information to another and now you cannot be able to differentiate between what you're actually looking for to what you've been fed on while you were on the social media platform. As Robert Greene rightly said, all of us are facing this incredible global disease, which is way too much information inundating us. I don't think there is any situation like that in the history of mankind. It doesn't play well with our psychology. It's very important to manage. It is very important to know and manage this information whenever you are in the cybersecurity InfoSec community. Now we are moving to the major part of the course. The first part of this course is the technical guide for beginners. Knowing the fundamentals. The profession cybersecurity is one giant tree that has vast branches in synergy with one another. You have to first know the various career paths and build your journey from there. This is a link we published on the various career paths. As a cybersecurity beginner or aspiring to be, you want to ensure that you know the various career paths in cybersecurity. Entry-level cybersecurities are basically system administrators, incident responder, security administrator, security architects, IT auditors, junior pen testers. So to know more about these various entry-level positions and what their job description is all about, you can visit the link posted in this content. Other key fundamentals to read on. As a beginner, you have to understand what cybersecurity is. Research on various broad definitions. This will help you in dissecting problems and resolving them as well. Focus on the keyword. It's very important because keywords are a very simple ways for you to remember what you've read about and for you to recall information that you have written as key points for your reference. Learn about the various types of hackers. There are numerous out there. Learn and understand the differences. Focus on the keywords. Like we have black hats, we have the white hats, we have the black hats, we have the gray hats. These are categorized based on two categories: ethical and non-ethical hackers. Read and learn about various types of testing as well: the black box testing, the white box testing, the gray box testing. Focus on the keywords. This will help you assimilate and understand the various testing. For instance, the black box testing means information that is required for the penetration testing event was not given to you. So you as a pen tester or ethical hacker have to research and find these information yourself. The white box testing has to do with every information necessary for the pen testing event has been given to you, and you can now proceed with your pen testing event. However, the gray box testing is a part of the black box, and the white box means certain informations were revealed to you as a pen tester or ethical hacker, and the rest of the informations you have to find them yourself. Focus on the keyword as rightly said before. This will help you in assimilating and understanding the various testings. Get full knowledge on the different cybersecurity teams. We have the red team, known as the offensive security. We have the blue team, who are known as the defenders. We have the green team. Their jurisdiction is in software security codes. We have the purple team. They mediate between the red and the blue team. And we have the white team, which is usually the higher executive and professional cybersecurity experts. Move on to the next on this list. You should know the difference between various types of malware. Is a generic and universal name which is categorized into viruses, worms, rootkits, and spyware. Focus on the keywords. For example, viruses requires users interaction. So when a threat actor sends a malicious file to a user, the user needs to click on the file for the malware, which is known as a virus, to execute. However, for a worm, the worm does not require users' interaction. When the worm is on a network, it infiltrates the network based on what the malware worm was written on. If it's written to intercept various vulnerable computers on the network, the worm malware will scan across the network and intercept any computers found on the network that is vulnerable. Rootkits, on the other hand, focus on the kernel or bootloader of a system. Spyware is not that dangerous except in the hands of the wrong persons or user. For instance, the government is licensed and authorized to spy on its citizens with their secret spyware software. This is to intercept terrorists or threat actors who might impose threats on the country or nation. However, if spyware is in the hands of a threat actor who has ulterior motives, this can be of a dangerous act whereby the threat actor would spy on the private citizens, getting intimate scenes or photos of them without their consent. Focus on the keywords. This is how you can remember all these definitions. Read and be able to differentiate between various types of cybersecurity attacks. We have the ransomware attack, which focuses on encrypting storage devices or files and requests the users to pay a form of ransom to be able to decrypt those files. In 2024, ransomware attack has been seen to be on the rise. Next on the list is phishing attacks. We have different types of phishing attacks. For example, we have the spear phishing and we have the whale phishing. Spear phishing is directed towards a specific department in an entire organization. For instance, let's say we are targeting ABC Bank, which has different departments such as the customer care unit, the cybersecurity department, and other forms of department responsible in ensuring the organization runs efficiently. We can decide to craft a spear phishing link targeting only the customer care unit, and if link is sent to that organization, it's going to be basically targeting the customer care department. And when that is executed, we say the threat actor has executed the spear phishing or has conducted a spear phishing campaign. Whale phishing, on the other hand, targets top organization members such as board of directors, investors, and shareholders. When this type of phishing attack is conducted, it basically targets high-profile individuals of an organization. Distributed denial of service attack has to do with an attacker having a command and control server, which is known as a C2 server, which has a collective number of systems infested with bots. So these bots, whenever they are called to target a specific organization server, we plot from different or various geopolitical zones where the threat actor has the botnet infested systems. So when this is conducted, we say the threat actor has conducted a distributed denial of service attack. However, DOS is known as a denial of service attack. In this form of attack, it's just between the threat actor and a particular network or organization. DOS can be considered as a lesser version of DDoS. Watering hole attack is a form of attack where the attacker creates malicious websites targeting various search key terms that a user or citizens can always search on the internet, luring them with lucrative offers such as job interviews that offers high incentives or free software that has to do with passive income earning. So users are then voluntarily moved to go to such website. Whatever intent the website was crafted will be successfully executed. Tailgating, on the other hand, is a form of attack, but this is a physical form of cybersecurity attack where the threat actor does a social engineering on the organization or its staffs, follows up one of its employees, claiming to be one of the employee of the organization, but do not have their access card keys on them. This unsuspecting employee would allow the threat actor to get into the organization without knowing the intent of the threat actor. So when such incident or cybersecurity attack occurs as a entry point, we said the threat actor conducted a tailgating cyber attack. There are numerous forms of cyber attack. We have the shoulder surfing and so many other forms of cyber attack. Focus on the keywords. This is an easy way for you to remember.